one of the challenges you mentioned there is temperature controlled LTL, and I've done some of that. It seems like it's not always available in every lane you want. But what always concerned me about it is they the nature of LTL. You don't know how many uh, loads you're going to have for that area, and then you don't know what if I'm the 10th thing that gets off the truck and they're opening it and it's getting hot here in the Midwest. And it's always hot down south in Florida this time of year. As they start to open that door, if I needed to be temperature controlled, I don't know how I could even keep it temperature controlled. But there's another aspect of it is as a food, and again, this isn't just food, but it's for sure food. You have to be able to say there's no ability for pests to get into it. There's no ability for a crazy person to try and tamper with it. And if I got to open that truck 10 times during the day, I'm at risk. I can't in good conscience go back and say I am doing my job if I'm using something that, again, it could change. It could be good 100 times, and the 101st time it doesn't work for whatever reason. That's not a good process.
Well, and even the fact that you don't want to mix some food items because of the smells that can, uh, move over. So again, I never want to knock another mode. I mean, refrigerated LTL has its purpose. There's probably some good fits, but it's not a fit for all. And again, that's where we can help people out.
We definitely needed this innovation. And again, I think that I said it before, the innovation is between the boulders. LTL and Truckload are the big boulders in our space. And we've always had Expedite, but we never been using Expedite like you guys are until the last, I don't know, a couple of years, 5, 10. I'd say during COVID is when it really kind of grew up. Am I right to say that?
It's really where it kind of took off. But again, we talked a little bit earlier about some of the shift, the Amazon effect, the shorter lead times, suppliers being closer to the end user, and then even that, leaner inventory. But, if you think about Expedite in general, it started back, in the late 90s, mid 90s with just in time inventory in the automotive. That's really the infancy stages of true expediting on a regular basis because they were looking at the same thing. How can I reduce my inventories, but get it there in time that I don't shut down a line, don't shut down a plant? Now, fast forward, we found a number of different applications that fit well, from right sizing the shipment sizes to all the different, problems we solve with, damages, high value, time sensitive, proprietary information, you name it. It's just grown. People are really starting to see the advantages versus some of the other modes out there. Rail has its own purpose, LTL, full truckload. So does what we've coined STL, small truckload, because it's right sizing for the need and fitting the proper solution to help solve you or your customers,
Yeah.
problem.